Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are joining from, and at whatever time you are joining. I'm really glad that you're here. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about a program that I've been watching. It's on Hulu, and it's called Limitless, and it features Chris Hemsworth. He's an actor, an Australian actor. And the show is really interesting. I guess several years ago, he received the news that he was predisposed. He had the gene for Alzheimer's disease. And so when he heard that, he started thinking about ways that he might be able to stave that off or completely reduce the risk of him getting Alzheimer's. And so this program that it's like a docu-series, Limitless, is him putting his human body to the test in many different ways. And the one that I watched, the episode that I watched recently, he decides to learn the drums from scratch. Now, if you're familiar with the drums, it is no joke to try to learn the drums. My son tried to learn them probably 5 years ago, and I couldn't believe how much was involved in just getting to a level of basic understanding about how the whole thing worked. Um, so Chris Hemsworth set a goal for himself to build his neuroplasticity, which is getting his brain firing and his ability to learn at a greater rate, and wanted to boost his brain function. So he decided to do this drum challenge, and not just to do it over 3 or 6 months, but he decided he wanted to learn the drums in 8 weeks. And oh, by the way, to help hold himself to the commitment that he made, he agrees to play at a concert with his friend Ed Sheeran live in front of 70,000 people in Romania. Now, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but it's definitely worth checking out if you have Hulu. And if you don't, it might be also on Amazon Prime or one of the other channels. But it certainly shows you how the brain is able to adapt and develop these new synapses through the process of really challenging it. And you might even get inspired as well. One of the big ahas for Chris Hemsworth that I remember is that he realized he couldn't muscle his way through playing the drums. And the other thing that he talks about is when you're in a band, you are not just one instrument with a beat, but it's really about syncing up with all of the other band members and their instruments, and really about tuning into the bigger rhythm of the song. So that was not lost on me. It really reminded me about how meditation works in a similar way. There's this focused awareness type of meditation that we can do where we tune in to the breath specifically or the body. We might tune into a sound, into a mantra. It's really like playing your own instrument and really understanding and perfecting your own instrument. And then there is this open awareness, which is being present to everything and nothing, anything that is unfolding around and within you. Sort of like being part of the whole band, being aware of the full rhythm, not just a part. And I thought, maybe even, and this could be a stretch, but life is like being a drummer, that sometimes you really need focus and precision, and sometimes you need openness, depending on what is required in the moment. And practicing both of those things really builds a foundation for, I would say, creativity, gets you out of your comfort zone. It is a foundation for practicing peace, developing more happiness and well-being, like his goal has been with this docu-series. So today we are going to move between these two ways of paying attention, this direct focus and then this open awareness. And so I called this, I think we've done this in the past, but I call this circuit training. So focusing very specifically and then expanding your awareness every few minutes. So what we'll do is we'll begin with some relaxation. And then we will alternate between this focused attention and open awareness practice, 3 to 4 minutes. And then, yeah, I think that's it. We'll probably do that about 20 minutes today, as we usually do, and I will track the time. So go ahead and find a comfortable position and we'll begin. So, like I usually do in at the start of meditation, I invite you to find a comfortable position, but also one that is upright and ideally seated so that you're not falling asleep, but you're really maintaining this subtle awareness of everything that is going on for you, so that you're alert and also relaxed. Go ahead and put your hands in your lap or at your sides, whatever feels good to you. And you're welcome to close your eyes or gently gaze softly downward. And as you find your seat in your comfortable and still space, you might tilt your chin slightly downward, lengthening your neck, and gradually just beginning to deepen the breath in through the nose and out through the nose, sending that signal to your body that it's okay to relax, that you're safe. There's nothing that you need to do or nowhere to be, no one that you need to be accountable to except for yourself in this moment. Tuning in to the rise and the fall of your breath. And today, you might trace the path of your breath as it moves in through the nostrils, into the throat, into the lungs and belly, and then back up and out. Again, noticing in through the nose, lungs and belly, and back out through the belly, lungs and nose. Allowing yourself to settle even more, relaxing into the surface beneath you, your seat, letting whatever came before this or whatever is to come, letting it go. This is your time to explore and discover, to relax and allow. As you continue to breathe in through the nose, you might tune in to the sensations of the air as it enters the nostrils, perhaps as it moves into the throat and leaves the body slightly warmer than how it came in. You might even notice the pauses between each breath. There's nothing special or unique that's supposed to happen here. Simply tuning your attention and turning your attention to the breath as it moves in and out of the nostrils. We'll do this for a few minutes and I'll track the time. Now we'll shift into open awareness, welcoming everything and resisting nothing, whatever comes into your senses, whatever impulses you might feel. Relaxing in this openness and listening, tuning in to what is true for you. Perhaps any sounds that come into your awareness. No need to identify any source of the sound, simply welcoming it. You might notice any thoughts that come and go, perhaps viewing them as clouds as they move through the sky, letting your attention be completely flexible, observing whatever charms your interest and your attention, and letting your awareness expand in all directions. We'll do this for a few minutes and I'll track the time. Bring your attention, your focused attention now to your body, noticing the sensations that come and go as the breath moves in and out. Notice your hands. Notice your feet on the floor or beneath you. Notice the sensation of sitting and the contact points between you and the surface beneath you. Scan your body gently, noticing any sensations of warmth, of coolness, lightness, or density. Perhaps areas of tightness or of ease. Noticing all the contrasts within the body as you consider it and all the sensations in its entirety. There's no need to evaluate anything or to judge anything. Create a story. Simply focus your attention on any sensations as they arise. We'll practice this for a few minutes, and I'll track the time. shifting once again into open awareness, welcoming it all, noticing whatever you hear or feel, whatever you see or you think, allowing everything to be exactly as it is. We'll rest here in this space for a few moments, and I'll keep track of the time. close our practice today, I'd like to share one of my favorite stories about the Buddha. He was asked, "What have you gained from meditation?" His response, "Nothing. However, let me tell you what I lost: anger, anxiety, depression, insecurity, fear of old age and death." As our meditation draws to a close, I invite you to gradually bring some gentle movement back into the body. Perhaps a gentle wiggle of the fingers of the toes. And then bringing some larger movement back into the body. You might stretch into the space around you. Perhaps rotating your wrists, reaching overhead. And today I'd like to offer something a little different as we close the practice. You might bring your hands to your lap, and whether you're right-handed or left-handed, select the hand that resonates most for you. And before or as we seal this practice, I invite you to do a gentle zip up to harness all of the energy, the goodness, the feelings of stillness, perhaps appreciation, whatever is true for you from this practice. I invite you to zip up to seal all of that in. So with whatever hand you've selected, begin at your root chakra, down by your groin, and simply zip straight up over your head and behind you. And take one final moment to rest in all of the feelings that you're holding for yourself as you move through your day. I invite you to bring your hands together, thumb knuckles at your breastbone, perhaps bowing your head slightly. The light in me honors and sees the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time.